Take this to hell with you, Captain. Never bury your enemies alive.
Makarov is a weak-ass villain. He is definitely the weakest villain in the current Modern Warfare trilogy. When he was revealed in the Modern Warfare 2 ending scene at the bar, I was pretty excited, and I liked the way that the team reacted when they saw a picture of him. It kind of had this, oh, moment where the squad realized that they were in for something big, something bad with Makarov. It made me think that Modern Warfare 3 was going to be the best yet. Now, we have talked here a bit about how bad or what went wrong with Modern Warfare 3, so we won't do that. But it feels like Modern Warfare 3 being bad or being terrible had a lot to do with this Makarov being bad or terrible as well. Now, I'm going to tell you what I thought about the ultranationalist during my time playing the game and how I guess I currently feel about him now. During my playthrough of Modern Warfare 3's campaign, I found myself realizing that I didn't understand Makarov's purpose. Why was he attacking Farah and Urzikstan? It feels like everyone wants to kill Farah and her liberation forces, or they are tangled up in Urzikstan, and I don't understand why Makarov wanted to take over. I don't get why Makarov wanted to, do bad, like when Price first catches him in 2019 after the bombing at the Urzikstan airport, which, yes, is terrible, but he kind of seems like a random guy that just gets captured very easily. There wasn't a clear reason to me as to why he was doing the things that he was. Barkov invaded Urzikstan to take over for Russia, and the power went to his head. He personally captured Farah and wanted to kill her and the resistance that she led that were resisting his power over the Urzikstan land. So I get why Barkov did what he did. I also get why Hazan Ziani wanted to kill or destroy the West. He felt like his people were being killed by the Americans, and he saw the Western government as terrorists themselves. And of course, he wanted to get revenge for the death of General Gorbani that was assassinated by Shepard and Laswell. There's purpose to why the villains were villains, and for Makarov, I just don't get why. Now, I'll be looking into the story of Makarov soon, and maybe it'll answer my questions, but as of now, everything he did seemed random. There was no weight, no substance, and no purpose to his actions, and I hated that about Makarov because I couldn't take anything that he did seriously. The plane explosion was a heavy scene or sequence to get through, I will admit. It was an awful thing to do, and it was almost wasted because the game itself and Makarov just didn't feel properly done. The mission kind of goes down as a really bad thing that made me feel real strong emotions, but I don't really even connect it with Makarov. It was wasted in the sense that it didn't build anything properly for Makarov, and his ultimate goal of framing Farah and her liberation forces failed. Which, again, I didn't even get why he wanted to do that in the first place. It's implied that the history that Makarov has with Captain Price and even Task Force 141 is big, but I never felt it. His introduction in the flashback sequence that destroyed the Verdansk airport was decent, but there wasn't enough of it. Not enough buildup or enough of Makarov. It was just one little mission that introduced him, and the scene itself lasted just a minute. I never got the feeling of, oh, there's a lot of history here, or Makarov and Price being these enemies to each other. None of that was ever there. The ending for Makarov was rushed, and it was left open-ended, and he was absent for a lot of the game, especially the final act. We see him one time very quickly when he kills Soap and overpowers Price quite easily. He makes a run for it, and that's that. Price doesn't try to get the door open or call for reinforcements to stop him. There's no car chase, nothing. He just escapes into the wind, and we don't see him again until, I guess, recently, where he was spotted on Rebirth Island. My point here is that he shows up, he does random shit, and then he just finishes, or the game just finishes. I don't know. There wasn't any big impact from Makarov at all. It felt like the game ended when it was just getting started. And to be honest, that falls or takes points away from Makarov being a good villain because he felt rushed and his presence was very weak. And let me not forget the fact that every single plan that Makarov came up with literally failed during the entire game. They kind of made him look like an idiot. Now, the actor that plays Makarov this go around is Julian Kostov, a Bulgarian actor. And it's not his fault that this iteration or his iteration of Makarov was weak. And truthfully, he has a mean face and a look that could be a good Makarov. There's a lot of potential in him, but it wasn't used properly. I think his solo performance was good in like line delivery and some of the things he said with timing is everything. There was just a sense that if given proper time, a good script, and real risk during the events of the game, he could have probably thrived, because there was instances where Makarov showed he could be the best villain that Modern Warfare has had, but he was misused and ultimately written bad. And I try to be positive, so I have hope that with the mess that Modern Warfare 3's campaign was and how poorly it was received worldwide, that Modern Warfare 4 will take its time and do something big and proper again. If they do so, I think that Makarov can benefit from it greatly, as he would maybe be used better than he was in Modern Warfare 3.
The time has come for us to show them the meaning of true power. This is a battle of perception. A lie flies while the truth only grows. If you control what people believe, you control the world. This is our weapon.